and there's a couple of FA Cups, semi-finals here and there. It's progress. You know, obviously, I think they wanted something calmer from Jose. I think they were looking for something totally different, and someone who understood and lives and breathes Man United.
Yeah, look, let's be honest, it was getting a bit crazy under Jose Mourinho, who also, by the way, let's not forget, brought them success to the club, but it was getting a bit toxic behind the scenes. Fans were talking about the way in which they played football. It wasn't the United way, and it wasn't the United way. He came in and steadied the ship, and I wonder if they expected... I wonder if this was expected. Remember, he only came in as a caretaker role, and I don't know if they expected the success that he had. You're right, 6th, 3rd, 2nd, a few finals as well. But again, you listen to United fans, and some, not all of them, some are happy with him, some aren't. There still seems to be this kind of split opinion when it comes to Ole. I think maybe people look at, Klopp at Liverpool and Pep at City, and now Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. Big names, right? Big name managers, big things on their CV. He doesn't have that yet. He's close to it, though.
Yeah, he's close to it. And I think it started from the PSG game, with the massive comeback. And I think that kind of said, hey, let's sign him up. And that got him on his way. So for me, football's difficult. It's not easy. And especially, you're at a club, managing a club with all the stars at Man United. I think there's always going to be people out there who have, different decisions and different kind of ideas about your manager. But he's moving in the right direction. Okay, if they went next season and they went to 5th, then people got to say, what's going on?
All right, let's hear from talkSPORT's very own Alex Crook. He had some very, I think, interesting, controversial opinions on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So let's hear and listen to what he had to say.
There are 20 clubs in the Premier League. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did become available, how many of those clubs would even consider him as their new manager? Because I don't think any. I don't think niceness is the problem. I think tactically he's been found out. He was found out in that Europa League final. He was found out in the Europa League semi-final the previous season against Sevilla. He was found out against Leicester in the FA Cup when he picked the completely wrong team, and they ended up going out in that competition. Every time they've got in a position to actually challenge for silverware, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come up short. That's not because he's too nice. That's because he's not a good enough manager.
He almost called him tactfully inept there. What's your take on it? What do you think?
If
wouldn't get a job in any other team in the Premier League.
He will get it because he's been at Man United for nearly 3 seasons plus. So naturally he will get another club just because he's done it, at Man United, under that type of pressure. So when you look at it, someone will give him another job.
Is it? And this is a certain age of United fans here, I'm guessing, just because of the success they had under Sir Alex Ferguson, and it was, phenomenal success. You can't live under that forever. I mean, it was going to be, and it was going to take a long rebuild. It wasn't going to be easy. It wasn't going to be David Moyes or Van Gaal or Jose Mourinho. It was going to take a long, long time to get that same success. Are we still living in the past with United fans saying things like that? Because again, you look at his record, and some might call it success, some might not. 6th, 3rd, 2nd. That's success for me. We're starting to see an upward trajectory with him.
It's progress. It's progress. That's what you have to look at it. And I said, before, if he gets to the situation that, this season and it's 5th, then we've got to have, I think Man United will be looking at it and saying, what's going on? But it's progress. And I'm who knows, a bigger manager in there, maybe some of the Man United fans want a bigger name.
Jose Mourinho was the bigger name.
Yeah, but it's the right fit, though. You've got to get the bigger name and the right fit. They seem, Chelsea's happy with Tuchel and the impact he's made straight away. Yeah. Yes, Frank Lampard did put a lot of, effort into that, and he just had to kind of finish it off. Frank Lampard should take a lot of credit for that. So you're looking at Klopp, but Klopp, first season it was indifferent. Yeah,
had to stabilise Liverpool as well.
Yeah. So sometimes it's, Man United, Sir Alex Ferguson, what a character, But even in his first 4 or 5 seasons, he was struggling. I mean, if he had that again, I don't think you have Alex Ferguson winning all those kind of trophies, because now if you've not won anything for significant in 3-4 years, they'll be saying,
if you don't win anything at a top club in a season and a half, you're in trouble. Let's be honest. Yeah, you're banging trouble. Look, he's been back though. I know there will always be this thing about maybe the board not backing United enough. they have backed him a little bit. I think it's fair to say he spent 360 million if you count the Jadon Sancho one in since he's been there in 2.5 seasons. I mean, that's a lot of money. Some of the players he's brought in: Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, Cavani's obviously coming, but he came in as a free, but big wages. Wan-Bissaka, Diallo's coming. We haven't been seeing much of him yet. I don't think we will next season either. Donny van der Beek's coming as well. That's being backed. Pressure this season if he doesn't deliver. And look, they're trying to get Rafael Varane through the door as well. If he doesn't win a trophy this season, then he's in trouble, isn't he, with all the backing he's been getting?
I think, he would look at himself and say, look, if I don't really do it this season with these type of players, and hopefully he is, picking these players, hopefully they're, collaborating together, and it's his players.
It's a good point you make, because Van der Beek, I mean, if he was his player, you wouldn't know it because he hardly plays him. So it's interesting. It's an interesting topic to have. How far are they off City, Liverpool, Chelsea, do you think?
Liverpool, Chelsea?
Yeah.
From winning?
Yeah.
I think if they start getting some really big players, they're going to start,
No, United. So United, in terms of that gap, look, let's be honest, City are running away with this. They clearly the best team in the Premier League. Although Chelsea are on their coattails. How far do you think United are away from City, Chelsea and Liverpool?
Not too far, because, they, when you look at it, they've got second, stumbling blocks within the season. But I think there's extra players in. Would definitely make the difference for them, and I think this year is going to be a lot closer. But you want other teams to be closer to, nick points off of City, Manchester City, because if you only have one team nicking points off the team of that particular team, it's no good. You want other big clubs, pegging them back, draws, score draws, or whatever, and that's what it's all about. You can't just have one team going for it. You need, obviously Liverpool, once Van Dijk is back in, I think they'll be really, really solid, and they'll be nicking points of City, and then they obviously they want to win it as well. That's when you have a better Premier League season and a bit more kind of, if you lose a couple of games, there's a couple of the big ones that are going to either score, draw, or even win.
How much, very quickly, on this one, how much stock did you take into pre-season? Like, how much results? Because look, United obviously had a loss, didn't they? 4-2 against QPR. Did you read into pre-season too much? Was it a case of just getting your fitness levels up? Do you know what? Back in the days, I don't think people took it too kind of technical, data and all that, and because you're getting fit. Back in the days, you'd go up to kind of Scandinavia because their season would have started already, and sometimes you have some indifferent results. But the main thing for me is once the first game kicks off, you want it. But then even when the first game kicks off, you're still a bit sluggish and getting through, because if some of the international players are coming back late, and then they won't get going to maybe the third or fourth or fifth game in the season. So you kind of, you don't look too much into pre-season. But now, I think you do. I think you really do. People really analysing everything. Yeah, they certainly do. And United fans are definitely analysing that 4-2 defeat against QPR. All right, United fans, I want to hear from you. Text in 81089. Remember, give us a call. The phone lines are open. 08717 2233 44.
Jim White and Simon Jordan, Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.